as the mixing process ends, the Samix will do a speed up segment where it will attempt to get all the gel off of the spinning of the blade and stir rod. And then we are complete with our lot.
Alright, so I'm just going to carefully twist this counterclockwise, and I'm going to carefully undo the bottom portion of the jar by twisting clockwise. And I'm going to continue to hold the spin bar all the way through the process, just because I don't want it touching any of the gel, especially since it spans so fast to clean itself up. Alright, and it should look something like this.
Okay.
And I guess just whatever you can scrape off of your spin bar, I would kind of do so. There's a light scraping. Alright, that's good. So when it comes to this portion, you want to put your cap back on. And then this guy, your spindle base, you're going to insert it as straight as possible, and then you're going to tighten it by twisting it clockwise just until it starts to snug up. And then you're going to invert the jar and push down on the spindle base just until it starts removing some gel from inside. So I typically fill a couple of these in a row halfway. Let's get halfway through this one, halfway through this guy. Maybe a little more. Halfway through this guy. And then shake off this one. And of course you want to do this as carefully as possible, not to waste any gel. Alright. And really I only do these guys because this one kind of lops over on the side. I don't want to risk it falling over. I'm not going to use these two. But anyway, once you do it halfway, you could just gently tap it, and what you're looking for is to remove any of the big air bubbles that are inside of these syringes. So these guys, if you can see them, you just want to lightly tap on the bottom of the syringe just to get rid of these guys. And I continually rotate it as I tap down on it. This guy. Alright, that's pretty good. There's still that big air bubble over there. I want to get rid of that. So. And you don't have to tap too hard, otherwise it might break. So same process with the rest of them. Probably a good idea. Alright, this guy seems good. This could use a little more time. Alright, this is good. Yeah, let's work on our last two here. Alright, good. And now you can just fill it up the rest of the way. I'm going to pretend this is the last syringe just for demonstration, but you want to leave one syringe halfway done, because any of the excess that we remove from these upcoming syringes, in order to push the plunger down, we will scrape it into the halfway empty syringe. I feel like a baker. All right. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna do another quick tapping to get rid of any excess air bubbles like this guy over here. You just want to gently ease it up to the top. Oops. So I'm going to take my spatula. I'm just going to get any excess off the top, and I'm going to scrape it into this halfway empty one. And then we're just going to do the same process for all of our syringes. So we'll pop out any air bubbles that you can see in here. Scrape off any excess and into your halfway empty syringe. Let's get this guy in here. Okay. And so, the way I personally like to do it is I like to kind of create a similar shape as the plunger. So I'm just going to kind of create a little divot and also remove that excess divot gel in here. You want to take off your, let me get a paper towel really quick. The tips can be a little hard to remove, so you might want to get a paper towel. And I'm just going to push this down to the 60 ml mark, and then any excess is just going to go into this empty syringe. So, ease it in there. And get a little more. Great, and then you can go ahead and tip your syringe, and then just label it, and that should be the process. Rinse and repeat.